You might have your opinions, alright, you might not agree with this, but, Magic Railroad kind of flopped, Show never is the same afterwards. Every single thing produced after the first 5 seasons is nothing but crap. I'm kidding, please don't click off. Although it's not as great, and, well, everyone kind of knows how Season 6 was kind of a bummer compared to the previous ones. It ain't bad, and here's the honest opinion on it. Also, I'm gonna be doing what I was doing originally with the Transformers video, and I'm only gonna talk about episodes which I think either introduce new characters, new elements, or just stuff that I think is important in general, but I won't talk for them out of 10. So, you know what? That's fine. Anyways, on with the review. Salty Secret. New character introduction in the form of Salty. It's a nice episode about Salty trying to make the best of a bad situation, longing for the sea but being stuck in a quarry. And more Bill and Ben is pretty much always fun. Harvey to the rescue. Another new character. He isn't as good as Salty. I mean, an engine with a crane arm is a cool concept. They probably wanted to do him after doing the Claw and Diesel 10. But damn, everyone's mean to him. It's an alright episode. No sleep for Cranky. Now, this episode is the start of a beautiful relationship between Cranky and Salty. As Cranky just gets more and more pissed at Salty, it's just entertaining. I really love the two of them. Great episode. Elizabeth the Vintage Lorry. Another new character. Elizabeth is just funny. She's rude to everyone, and right when Thomas is like, ha, now she's in for it, Fat Controller's just happy to see her. It's kind of a funny character concept. Jack jumps in. Here we get our introduction to the pack, as Jack is new and is sent around to meet all the others. I also find it interesting how Max is in this, but not Monty. I guess they just hadn't decided that Monty was going to exist yet, which, I mean, fair enough. There are other pack characters not in this. So, that's something. A Friend in Need. Part 2 of the pack's introduction, where Jack has to rescue Thomas. They do this in King of the Railway as well, oh my god. I like the friendship between Jack, Alf, and Isabella that they have, which wasn't really in the pack series as far as I remember. As the three of them getting partnered up quite a bit. I look forward to reviewing their spin-off soon. Overall, a pretty great two-parter. The World's Strongest Engine. This episode makes no sense, and that's the whole reason I am talking about it. Like, they decide that the replacement for Henry should be Diesel. A tiny engine. Diesel makes no sense in this plot whatsoever, trying to be the one to take Henry's work over. I think bringing back D261 would have made way more sense than Diesel. I mean, oh well, it's whatever. James and the Red Balloon. I love this episode. The engines are so dumb that Thomas and James figure that James blowing the balloon off of him means that they've killed them all. It's a really great episode. I like this one. Gordon takes a tumble. I love how over the top the whole crash is. Gordon just went through pile after pile. It's just wild and I love it. Amazing episode. Percy's Chocolate Crunch. Again, only really bringing up because of the crash, because Percy just collides through this building and gets covered in chocolate. Although, this could be taken out of context. What if Percy was covered in blood? Oh no! And finally, Thomason, the jet engine. Funny episode about Thomas flying across the main line and probably almost killing several birds. It's a really entertaining episode. With that, the season, once I rate every single episode out of 10, which I don't have time to do in this video because that's too much editing for too much of a small section, we get 155 out of 260. It's below the first 5 seasons, but it's above season 8. And I still don't know where season 7 was going to lay. And granted, I'm not lazy, what you're looking at is how I rank every episode that I've dumped onto a tier list. So that's fun! Now to talk about the new characters, and also just to know, I'm excluding any members of the pack, because I'd like to save them for their own video when I review the pack series, hopefully soon. And with that only actually leaves me 3 characters to talk about. So, firstly, Salty. I've already stated how much I love this character. He's just really enjoyable, and remains to be really enjoyable in CGI and All Engines Go. He's definitely the best new character this season. Harvey, not as cool. He doesn't really do much later on in the show, outside of cleaning up crashes, but I'm glad he survived most of the show, even if there's now a new crane engine as a main character instead of him. And Elizabeth, I've already stated it, she's just really entertaining, but she doesn't really stick around after season 8, which is really disappointing. It would have been cool to see her back in the Brenner era. So, just a couple other things to note. Firstly, the narrow gauge engines only got 3 episodes, and apart from Duncan's crash, they all just kinda really sucked. I mean, one of them really just broke continuity terribly. One was just Mike the Whistle, and the other only really has Duncan's crash as its saving grace. They also combined the quarries into one with Mavis, Bill, and Ben all working in one, which, I mean, maybe this is now the sensible one. She basically just took Boko's place moving forward from this point. And I mean, I like the three of them, so I don't mind seeing them all together here. It's kind of cool. And yeah, nothing from Magic Railroad really carried over into the season, although I can't help but think Middle Engine was originally written with Splodge in mind. I mean, how much cooler would it have been if it was them and Ari and Bert had remained just these one offs that nearly killed Stepney once? That would have been cool. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the season. Overall, it's pretty decent. It's definitely not bad, but it ain't as amazing as the first five, in my opinion. Again, I'm yet to review a truly bad season. Even season 8, that was pretty decent. Anyhow, season 7 review will come whenever. It's not going to be on the next three. The next review episode thing's going to be Chuggington season 5 because I really need to get that out of the way. And that'll be a quick one because it's literally just 10 episodes. So yeah, that's all I really got to say on that front. That's the end of the video. Goodbye. Waffles.